If you optimize your LinkedIn profile at any point before this year, whether it's your company page or your personal profile, it might not be showing up in search anymore. LinkedIn's latest update just changed how your entire presence gets evaluated, and most profiles optimized for the previous algorithm have likely been impacted. So we're gonna look at the exact criteria this new algorithm is looking for, and then I'm gonna show you how to run a complete audit of your company's LinkedIn presence, generate a ready-to-send brief that gets your entire team to make their profiles work for you, and then run the exact same audit on your own personal profile. I'm doing the whole thing live, company page first, then my own profile. And I'm gonna time exactly how long it takes from gathering the inputs to having results in my hands. And yes, the HubSpot social team is about to find out our LinkedIn About section scored a 4 out of 10. Watch out, guys. Now, in order to build this audit system, we're gonna follow the full optimization criteria from HubSpot's LinkedIn profile playbook. I've linked it down below. It's free and you're gonna want it in a minute. All right, let's dig into what actually changed. Up until recently, LinkedIn's algorithm ran hundreds of separate ranking models. Your profile was scored separately from your content was scored separately from your engagement, none of it talked to each other. And that created a very specific kind of gain, one that people figured out fast. If you wanted reach on LinkedIn, you didn't need to post something useful. You just needed to post something that made people react. I'm sure you've seen these all the time. That worked for a while. 60% of the highest performing posts in Q3 of last year used some version of engagement bait, but user satisfaction scores were dropping every single quarter. People were engaging with content they didn't actually find useful. The algorithm was rewarding noise, so LinkedIn rebuilt the whole thing. The new system is one unified AI-powered ranking model that evaluates your entire presence across 3 pillars. Your profile, your content, and your engagement together are now ranked as a single signal. And at the center of it is something called the depth score. Depth score doesn't care how many likes a post gets. It measures whether someone actually stopped and stayed. Reading time, saves, private shares, comment depth, and content completion rate. So for example, I stopped scrolling for a minute. That's not value. I actually read this and found it useful. That's value. Only one of those gets rewarded now. All 3 of these pillars, your profile, your content, and your engagement, are what we're building into the criteria cards today. When we get to the audit, you're gonna wanna paste this prompt into AI and attach everything we gathered today. It'll give you a score for each pillar and a list of fixes, content plan, engagement plan, and 3 quick wins. Now, there's one number that reframes everything here. Company pages reach about 1.6 of their followers on any given post. Personal profiles make up 65% of what shows up in someone's feed, which means if you're a marketer running a company's LinkedIn, the page alone is not the lever. The real reach is sitting in your colleague's profile. So the way this actually works, you run the audit on the company page first. You identify the keywords you want the brand to own, then you hand the criteria card to your team and let them run the same audit on their personal profiles. Optimize the people, and the brand takes care of itself. Look at these 2 profiles. Same role, same industry. One of them will show up when someone searches for that job. One absolutely will not. In 2026, your profile is the first signal the algorithm reads before deciding whether your content is worth distributing to anyone. Your headline is the most important field on your entire profile to the algorithm. It's also the one almost everyone wastes on a job title. The formula is 4 parts: role, audience, outcome, and the one that most people miss: a searchable term. By this, I don't mean the phrase you wish your buyer used, but the exact phrase they actually type when searching. Your About section. LinkedIn evaluates your first 300 characters before deciding whether to surface your profile in results. Most people open with their name, their company, or their founding year. None of that tells the algorithm who you help. Your first sentence has one job: name the buyer and the outcome they get. Keywords. LinkedIn pulls from your headline, your About section, and your experience to build a picture of what searches you should appear in. The mistake is writing for the words you want to be known for instead of the words your buyer actually searches. Those are often completely different. Your feature section has 3 slots. Most people either leave them empty or fill them once and never touch them again. Slot 1 should be a lead magnet. Slot 2 should be a recent proof point. And slot 3 should be a content sample. All 3 updated within 90 days. If any of them are older than that, the algorithm reads your profile as inactive, which it effectively is. And the banner: 1 outcome, 1 transformation. Readable in under 3 seconds without zooming in. Most people put a logo on a gradient and move on. That's not a message, it's a wallpaper. That's the first criteria card. This is one of the 3 that will have AI evaluate your LinkedIn against shortly. The playbook link below covers your profile setup and search in more depth if you want deeper insights into how to maximize your profile. So your profile tells the algorithm who you are, your content tells it whether you're worth amplifying. Look at these two posts. Same person, same topic, posted 1 week apart. This one, 91 views, 4 reactions. This one, 11,400 views, 847 saves. The only difference is how it was formatted. That gap comes down to depth score. Some formats make people stop, others make them keep scrolling, and the algorithm now knows which is which. Dwell time, the number that should change how you write every post. Under 3 seconds of reading time gets a 1.2% engagement rate. 60 seconds or more gets 15.6%. That's a huge difference, and it's entirely within your control. Write content worth stopping for. The formats that work in 2026 are the ones built for exactly that. PDFs and documents get 5 to 10 times the reach of a standard post. Carousels that are 8 to 12 slides drive a 6.6% engagement rate. Native video under 30 seconds. Shot portrait outperforms landscape by 62%. Long form text between 1,000 and 1,300 characters. And the key rule that catches almost everyone, external links, whether in the post or in the first comment, get 60% less reach. That's because LinkedIn wants you to stay on LinkedIn. Human voice. LinkedIn CEO stated this year that the platform is actively deprioritizing content that feels generated. Not because AI is a problem, but because interchangeable content doesn't create dwell time. Nobody stops for something they've read 40 times this week. Here's the benchmark most strategists are using right now. 80% real experience, so specific details only you can offer, and 20% AI for structure and polish. The content that earns attention is the content nobody else could have written. Topical consistency. If your profile says you're a B2B content strategist and your last 10 posts are about productivity habits, travel, and company culture, the algorithm can't place you. It distributes your content to the wrong audience or no audience at all. Your content has to match the expertise your profile signals. That's the second criteria card that AI will evaluate your LinkedIn against shortly. The LinkedIn playbook has a full section on creating content. There's also a social media content calendar in there that maps all of this out. So your profile establishes your expertise. Your content demonstrates it, but your engagement is what tells the algorithm the expertise is real. Look at these two comments on the same post. One of these is worth 15 times more to the algorithm than a like. Spoiler alert, it's not the fire emojis. Most people think engagement means getting likes on their posts. LinkedIn's algorithm has a different definition entirely. Engagement in 2026 isn't about volume. It's about the kind of engagement your content earns and the kind you give to others. Comment quality, a substantive comment, one that adds perspective, extends the idea, or asks a real question, carries 50 times the algorithmic weight of a like. That's not a small difference. That's the difference between your content being distributed or buried. Thread depth. When a conversation keeps going, replies to replies, back and forth, LinkedIn reads that as a signal that something genuinely useful happened. The window that matters most is the first 60 to 90 minutes after you post. That's when the algorithm decides whether to keep distributing. Show up in that window. Niche alignment. Who you engage with trains the algorithm on who your content is for. If you spend your time commenting on posts about productivity hacks, leadership quotes, and travel, and your profile says you're a B2B SaaS strategist, those signals contradict each other. The algorithm gets confused, and confused algorithms bury content. So engage consistently within your professional niche. That's what teaches the algorithm who to show your content to. Authenticity, engagement pods, automation tools, and manufactured reactions, LinkedIn detects all of them and suppresses all of them. It doesn't just ignore the fake engagement, it penalizes the account it came from. Organic earned engagement from real professionals in your space is the only kind that moves the needle. There you go, that's your third criteria card filled out. You now have 3 complete criteria cards. That's everything the audit needs to evaluate against. So let's put these into action. Remember, if you manage a company page, your colleagues and employees are your brand on LinkedIn. So here's exactly how to audit your company's presence and draft a ready-to-send brief for your entire team to get them to make their profiles work for you. If you want to just run this solo in your personal profile, I'm going to show you how to do that right after this next section. So stick around or skip to the next chapter of this video. Step 1, take a screenshot of the criteria cards. Pause the video right now and do it. You can also take a photo with your phone if that's easier. You're going to attach this image directly to AI. Step 2, gather the following screenshots of your page. Banner and tagline, which should be filled with on your desktop, your about section, your feature section if you have one, and 3 to 5 of your most recent posts. Step 3, in your favorite AI tool, attach your 3 criteria cards. Attach those screenshots you just took and paste in this prompt. You can copy it from the description of this video. One run returns 3 things: a full audit of your page with scores and priority fixes, the keywords your brand should own on LinkedIn, the exact phrases your buyers are actually searching, and a complete email ready to send to your team. The email explains the algorithm change, tells them why their personal profiles now drive your brand's reach, gives them the keyword targets, a personalized prompt, and steps to gather what they need. The email then encourages them to run the audit on their own profile this week. That was all done with one prompt: full page audit, keyword strategy, and team brief. Done. Now, if you just received that email as an employee, or if you're just running this for yourself without a company page, here's your workflow. I'm actually gonna show you how to do this using my personal profile. And I'm gonna time how long it takes me to gather everything, run it, and have results in my hands. Timer starts now. Step 1, take a screenshot of these criteria cards. I already did this, but if you haven't, you can pause and do it now. Step 2, gather these profile inputs. 1, profile PDF. So on your desktop, go to your profile, click on more, and save to PDF. And 2, a couple screenshots of my profile. Banner and headline, and I don't have a featured section on my profile, but if you do, grab that. 3, content and audience analytics. Go to profile analytics, content analytics, filter to last 90 days. And when you click on export, it'll download data from both content and audience analytics. Step 3, copy the prompt. Now, because I'm with HubSpot, I'm gonna use the prompt that was generated inside that team email. It already has our keyword targets built in. If you're doing this for yourself without a company page, there's a generic version in the description. Same structure, just without the company keywords preloaded. Copy that one instead. Step 4, open your favorite AI tool. I'm using Claude. Paste the prompt, attach everything: the criteria card, screenshot, profile PDF, analytics export, and profile section screenshots, and run it. It's taking a little bit to read the profile data and all the attachments that I've added. Okay, mapping keyword gaps, building the action plan. Okay, cool. And scoring against the algorithm criteria cards. There it is, under 3 minutes. And that's the full audit system. From receiving the email to having a complete personal audit. Every fix, every priority, and every quick win is now in your hands. And looking at my score here, it seems I got a lot of work to do. Now I wanna show you something. HubSpot has 2 million followers on LinkedIn, a dedicated social team, and we literally wrote this LinkedIn playbook. The results that came back when we ran the audit, not the greatest. So yeah, we all have a lot of fixes to do for this new algorithm. Whether you're a marketing manager trying to get your team's profiles working for the brand, or you're running this entirely for yourself, the criteria is the same. The algorithm doesn't care about your job title. It cares whether your profile is telling a clear story, whether your content earns attention, and whether your engagement is real. Fix those 3 things and you will see traction come back. Not because you gained anything, because you gave the algorithm exactly what it's now built to reward. The LinkedIn profile playbook is designed to help you get deeper on the specific changes you need to make and how to implement them on your profile. So make sure to grab it before you go. If this video helped you out, give it a like and let us know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe if you want more tutorials like this and free resources to help you stay ahead in the digital marketing world. My name's Carl, thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you on the next one.